Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the 2013 Fall Convocation University of Saskatchewan graduates.
Friends, please turn and face the platform. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fall Convocation 2013. We are fortunate today to have His Honor, the Honorable Robert G. Richards, Chief Justice of Saskatchewan, representing the Lieutenant Governor as Administrator, with us for convocation. In a moment, I will ask you to rise for His Honor's entrance. Once His Honor is at his seat, the orchestra will play the Vice-Regal Salute. The Royal Salute comprises excerpts from God Save the Queen and O Canada. Please do not sing to the Vice-Regal Salute. Following the salute, would you please join the Greystone Singers in the singing of O Canada? Then, would you please remain standing for the invocation? Ladies and gentlemen, His Honor, the Honorable Robert G. Richards, Administrator of the Province of Saskatchewan. Please be seated.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or good morning. I did get a good sleep tonight. I'm Dr. Schindel, and I'm here for the chaplaincy, and I'd like to just share something with you. Today is a day for us to celebrate the hard work and efforts put forth and the resulting fruits and all great achievements that have brought us here today. Today is also a day for us to be thankful. Thankful for great families that have supported us in our journey to reach this day. Thankful for teachers, mentors, and educators who have taught us the skills to benefit us both inside and outside the classroom, lab, or lecture theater. Thankful for the opportunity to live in a country free from strife and unrest that enables us to peacefully attend and acquire a post-secondary education. Thankful for the health, wellness, and time to achieve our goals and aspirations, and thankful to the one who has given us the ability to be thankful. Thank you.
Please be seated. Once again, Your Honor, graduands, and distinguished guests, welcome. I am Elizabeth Williamson, the University Secretary, and I have the honor of introducing to you the members of the platform party that you see before you. So beginning with the front row, on my left and your right, Russell Eisinger, University Registrar and Director of Student Services. Adam Baxter Jones, Dean, College of Graduate Studies and Research. Jim Basinger, Associate Vice President, Research. Bob Badger, Traditional Knowledge Keeper. The Honorable Rob Norris, Minister of Advanced Education. Perry Bellegarde, Chief, Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations. Blaine Favel, who will shortly be installed as Chancellor. President Eileen Bush-Vishniak. His Honor, the Honorable Robert G. Richards, Chief Justice of Saskatchewan, representing the Lieutenant Governor as Administrator. Larry Oakes. Charles Mollet, Professor, School of Environment and Sustainability. Michael Atkinson, Executive Director, Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy. Daphne Terrace, Dean, Edwards School of Business. Peter Stoichev, Dean, College of Arts and Science. In the second row, the Honorable Roy Romano, Senior Policy Fellow. Tom Malloy, Chancellor Emeritus. Vera Pezer, Chancellor Emerita. Peggy McKercher, Chancellor Emerita. Jim Tompkins, Chancellor, University of Regina. Ralph Young, Chancellor, University of Alberta. Karen Wallace, Aide-de-Camp. Bob Cram, Executive Director, Center for Continuing and Distance Education. Christina Bidwell, Associate Dean of Aboriginal Affairs, College of Arts and Science. Linda McMullen, Vice Dean, Social Sciences, College of Arts and Science. David Parkinson, Vice Dean, Humanities and Fine Arts, College of Arts and Science. Peter Bonham-Smith, Vice Dean, Science, College of Arts and Science. In the third row, Sanjeev Anand, Dean, College of Law. Jay Kalra, Chair of the University Council. John Giese, recipient of the J.W. George Ivany Internationalization Award. Bill Wazer, recipient of the Distinguished Graduate Supervisor Award. Felix Thomas, Tribal Chief, Saskatoon Tribal Council. Mr. Justice David Arnott. Keith Martell, Chief Executive Officer, First Nations Bank of Canada. The Honorable Bill McKnight. Ernest Alford, Senator. Richard Michelenko, Senator. Joel Schindel, University Chaplain. Erica Dick, recipient of the New Researcher Award. Judy Bozakwetsky, on behalf of the Alumni Association. Beth Horsberg, Associate Vice President, Research, Health. And Peter Stroh, on behalf of the Alumni Association. In the fourth row, our orators, Alec Aiken, Candace Wasakase Lafferty, Shirley Haynes, Senator and Orator, Mark Barron, Greg Fowler, Vice President, Finance and Resources, Heather Megatu, Vice President, University Advancement, David Hanna, Associate Vice President, Student Affairs. Daryl McLaughlin, Associate Dean, St. Thomas More College. Keith Willoughby, Associate Dean Academic, Edwards School of Business. Kevin Wilson, Professor Emeritus, Department of Educational Administration. Greg Smith, Board Member. Catherine Ford, Board Member. Max Finday, President of the University of Saskatchewan Students' Union and Board Member. Ahamai Ohiozaba, President of the University of Saskatchewan Graduate Students Association. Terrence Downey, President, St. Thomas More College. Carl Still, Dean, St. Thomas More College. And Patty McDougall, Vice Provost, Teaching and Learning. And behind them, and I would ask them to stand, members of the faculty of the University of Saskatchewan. Would you please join me in expressing to all of these faculty, administration, and members of our governing bodies our thanks for the work they have done by supporting, teaching, and encouraging our graduates. I would now like to call upon Mr. Larry Oakes of the Niikanit First Nation to conduct a smudge and bring a blessing in Cree as we prepare for the installation of our Chancellor.
Good morning. I've been asked to say a prayer in Cree for the installation ceremony for our brother Blaine Fable. First of all, I want to acknowledge and thank the University of Saskatchewan for bestowing this honor on the First Nations people, and also it's okay to feel pride from the Poundmaker First Nation. I want to also thank the family of Blaine, the extended family, the adopted families, friends, and for pursuing his work as taught by his mother, Lucy. This is a very proud moment. Feel proud. With that, I'm going to say a prayer, and we'll pray to the horse. We do a lot of ceremonies with the horse, and in our teaching, we ask him to teach our young people to work hard and to also pursue the academic world so that they can look after their family and friends. And it's a very proud day today, so I ask you in your minds and hearts to help me say a prayer. I'll be speaking in Cree. Ha mamohtawinan, tmaganonan. Ha magota, ha gamuitsuka postak, han sim nanota. Ha tatuskeun hukayusiwan. Ha magekta, ha tatuskagan. Ha misutamatayo connected mas paymentata. Ha kiwa magamuitsehtaman kiwa gabmiyak. Ha gamkayusyak, ha gamsoke tamakek tamina. Kiwa gab snamago sitin josim snan. Ha magota han sim nanek tamaga gabm tagotaisut. Ha magek tagam wepi he kakyo usima. Kakyo akumagana. Ha magek to sky goteniga wishtagam sukka postamaswak. Ha gab mahme mutakik. Ha magek takakyo. Ha guesco ta ha pe capeta goteto ta ha guesco pinkepo mina. Ha magek ta ha tamagno nan kakyo. Aho. That way. Hey.
Your Honour, the University of Saskatchewan Act provides that there shall be a Chancellor of the University who is appointed by the Senate of this University. In accordance with the provisions of the Act, on April 20th, 2013, Senate appointed Blaine Fable as Chancellor. Therefore, Your Honour, on behalf of the Convocation of the University of Saskatchewan, I present to you Blaine Fable and ask that in your capacity as Administrator of Saskatchewan, acting on behalf of the Lieutenant Governor, Chief Justice of Saskatchewan, you install him as our university's 14th Chancellor.
Do you, Blaine Favel, pledge yourself to perform the duties of the Chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan as prescribed by law and by the statutes of the university? And do you promise to defend the rights and to promote the welfare of the university and the members thereof?
I do so promise.
In the name of the University of Saskatchewan, I now install you, Blaine Favel, in the office of Chancellor of the University, and I invest you with the responsibility pertaining to that office.
Thank you very much, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I did my speech.
I invite our Chancellor to bring his address.
I thought they speak first. Good morning, everybody. Beth told me she was going to change the program up a little bit, and I'm glad that she did. To my brother Larry, thank you for the greetings. Chief Justice, thank you. President, Chief Bellegarde, Minister Norris, graduates, member of the faculty, my family, my friends, thank you for coming here today. Tananaskman, epimitsetiek, niganiwak, wagamagantik, tatamahino, tune. Also, before I get into my remarks, I'd like to acknowledge my children that came from Calgary and Vancouver, Sarah, Joshua, Noah, Bazil, and Mika. If they could stand, I'd like them to stand and be acknowledged as well. And my mother, Lucy Favel and Jean Oakes, and my brothers and sisters here today, thank you for coming. It's a special day for me today. I've been looking forward to it for some time. I received the news in April that the Senate had bestowed me this great honor, and this great honor to my family. And I've been looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward for another reason. And we're celebrating within our family, which the University of Saskatchewan is very much a part of all of our families. And my niece, Trista Piuapskunias, graduates today with her Master's of Business Administration. So I want to give a bit of a shout out to her because we love her very much and we're proud of her. I accept the office of the 14th Chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan as a great honor to my friends, my family, and the First Nations people of Saskatchewan and Canada. I undertake to you who are here today as witnesses to my oath that I will represent the University of Saskatchewan with great pride and enthusiasm wherever I may travel in my life. Education in my family and within my community of First Nations has always been the greatest priority. From the times when treaties were signed with the British Crown, our people identified the need to equip our children with a good education as the highest priority and the means to self-sufficiency and survival. Sadly, there have been many dark nights in the story of First Nations people in Canada, and amongst the darkest is the repugnant history of the residential school system and the scars that racism and colonialism have inflicted and continue to inflict upon our peoples. I'm personally not a survivor of the residential school system, although many whom I love as friends and family endured the pain of being removed from their homes and their parents when they were young children. I was faced with other indignities within the rural education system, and racism has left its own invisible scars. However, despite the indignities that our people have faced, our parents and our chiefs had the shocking audacity that better days lay ahead of us. My mother insisted we endure and we become tough, to believe that no one of a different skin color was smarter or superior to us. Different means just different, not better, and that the keys to success were to pray to support, work hard, and to be kind to others. Our chiefs have also worked hard, very hard, to improve the quality of education. They dreamed that our people could one day become doctors, lawyers, ambassadors, and leaders in society. They dreamed that education was the key to retaining our pride and strengthening our dignity. Therefore, as I accept this great honor, I'm mindful of those great leaders and loved ones who are not with us today to witness the passing of this dark night of my people and to welcome the soft light of this new morning. Amongst my people, there is a saying, the honor of one is the honor of all. In accepting this honor and responsibility, I do so on behalf of my people. And I share this honor with my people. I also bear witness to those who I believe are here with us today, invisible to our mortal eyes, but no less here in spirit than you or I. Individuals who worked hard for Indian education and for the advancement of our peoples. My fathers, Chief Henry Fable, Chief Gordon Oakes, Chiefs Irvin Starblanket, Chiefs Richard Poorman, Chief Roy Bird, and Chief David Hennique are a few of the great leaders that we have had. I also acknowledge my late grandfather, Chief Thomas Fable, who was our last lifetime chief of 40 years and was also a school teacher. In accepting this appointment of great honor, I'm also mindful of the wonderful human beings who have served as Chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan, some of which I'm proud are joining me on stage today. Please join me in extending our continued gratitude to Chancellors Emeritus Veer Pezer, Peggy McKercher, and Tom Malloy. Please also welcome Chancellor Ralph Young from the University of Alberta and Chancellor Jim Tompkins of the University of Regina. Thank you for attending. Much press recognition was made of the fact that I'm the first Aboriginal Chancellor of a major Canadian university, a fact of which I am both humbled and honored. As you are perhaps aware, I too was a chief and am descended from a family of chiefs, a legacy of which I'm very proud. However, I am not the first chief to serve as the Chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan. Our seventh Chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan was also an Indian chief. His name was Chief Standing Buffalo, although you may know him better as the Right Honourable John Diefenbaker, former Prime Minister of Canada. He was honoured by our people for extending the right to vote to First Nations people. The University of Saskatchewan remains proud of the many accomplishments of Chancellor Diefenbaker's life, and one particular resonates with me today, the introduction of the Canadian Bill of Rights. This legislation was designed to recognize the dignity of all Canadians, to outlaw discrimination in federal legislation on the basis of race or creed. Prime Minister Diefenbaker rose in the House of Commons on June 30th, 1960 to introduce the legislation with this statement, and I quote, "The hallmark of freedom is a recognition of the sacred personality of man, and its acceptance decries discrimination on the basis of race, creed, or color. Canadians have a message to give the world. We are comprised of many racial groups, each of which must realize that only by mutual respect, only by the denial of antagonism or prejudice based on race or creed can breaches of unity be avoided in our country." This legislation was the precursor to what ultimately became the Canadian Charter of Human Rights and Freedoms. Another U of S alumni who joins us on stage today and is a great Canadian in my opinion, former Premier Roy Romanow, helped craft this later constitutional document in his role as Attorney General of Saskatchewan. I believe the vision of my predecessor, Chancellor John Diefenbaker, was to ensure that Canada grew into a country founded on the underlying principles of tolerance, fairness, and justice, a society which makes possible for all to succeed and to live a life of meaning. I believe these values represent that which is best about the University of Saskatchewan. I'm excited to live these values with the university community in the coming years. In closing, I would like to share a First Nations legend with you, which I heard many years ago. An old grandfather, a mushum in our language, was speaking to his grandson, who came to him very angry at a friend who had harmed him. The grandfather said, "Let me tell you a story that I too have felt great hate for those who have taken so much with no sorrow for what they do. But hate wears you down and does not hurt your enemy. It is like taking poison and wishing your enemy would die. I too have struggled with these feelings, grandson, many times. It is as if there are two wolves inside of me. One is good and does no harm. He lives in harmony with all around him. It does not take offense when no offense was intended. He will only fight when it is right to do so and in the right way. But the other wolf, he is full of anger. The littlest thing will set him into a fit of temper. He fights everyone all the time for no reason. He cannot think because his anger and his hate are so great. It is a helpless anger, for his anger will change nothing." Sometimes, my grandson, it is hard to live with these two wolves inside of me, as both attempt to dominate my spirit. The boy looked into his mushum's eyes and says, "Mushum, which wolf wins?" The grandfather replied, "The one that I feed." I believe this legend is instructive to all of us and to our country. Let us turn our back on the dark spirits of racism, hatred, and intolerance, and meet it at every instant with love and hope. We have matured as a nation, a province, and a university. The tolerance which exists today for differences in race, religion, gender, sexual orientation is profound. It is a guide for a future which is built on a foundation of that which we hold in common and which we all cherish, rather than a foundation based on maintaining difference. I believe today, through this action of my appointment, the University of Saskatchewan has again shown leadership and has appealed to the better angels in our hearts, in our minds, in our country. I am proud to be part of this story, and let us heed this message. Thank you.
We acknowledge the traditional territory of Treaty 6, on which we have gathered for this event. Please stand as you are able for the honor song. Please be seated. I will invite Minister Norris to bring his greeting.
Eminent Chancellor, Honorable Robert Richards, President Bush-Vishniak, Larry Oakes, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Senate, FSIN Chief Perry Bellegarde, graduates, alumni, academic colleagues, students, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Today, I'm honored to be here on behalf of Premier Brad Wall and your government of Saskatchewan to participate in today's convocation ceremony and celebration at the University of Saskatchewan. Today, in the presence of this august gathering, we celebrate together the installation of a new University of Saskatchewan Chancellor, Blaine Fable. Congratulations to you, sir. And a special thanks for reminding us all of the significance of our better angels in building a more diverse, dynamic, cosmopolitan, and inclusive province, and in so doing, a better country. Eminent Chancellor, your history with the University of Saskatchewan and your commitment to encouraging the education of and promoting the employment of young people, most especially First Nations and Métis young people in Saskatchewan, are both marked, recognized, and celebrated today. These strengths, among many others, will be vital assets for the University of Saskatchewan and for our province throughout your tenure. We are extremely honored to have you serve in this role, this esteemed role, as Chancellor. Today is also a special day where we have the opportunity to congratulate our graduates as you celebrate your accomplishments and mark vital milestones. You have persevered, demonstrated tenacity, and refined your talents while building friendships and overcoming challenges. As you reflect on your achievements, this day also affords you the opportunity to thank your friends and your family members for their vital support, because we know that learning is not an individual endeavor, and graduating marks the pinnacle of collective and combined efforts that transform us. People across this province and your government recognize the value of post-secondary education. It has been forever thus since the creation of our province. We understand what it means for you, for your families, for your communities, and for Saskatchewan. As you graduate today, you are entering a new stage of life, perhaps beginning a career that you've been preparing for, or perhaps posing new questions to investigate and to explore. There are many opportunities for you today in Saskatchewan, and we hope that you consider staying and thriving right here in Saskatchewan, along with more than 1.1 million others that call Saskatchewan home. In the coming decades, it's anticipated that about 75% of all careers will require post-secondary education. And to that end, your government has made a number of investments to help ensure that more students are able to participate in and successfully complete post-secondary education. I would like to offer a simple thanks for the honor and opportunity to join all of you on this important day. On behalf of the Premier, on behalf of your government, we sincerely wish the very best to you, Chancellor Favel, to all of you, our graduates, and as we celebrate this day, we are reminded of the Chancellor's words that we all continue to put our shoulder into the construction of a Saskatchewan that can achieve and realize its full potential as you realize your full potential. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the honor and opportunity of joining you today.
Good morning, friends and relatives, to eminent Chancellor Blaine Favel, President Eileen Bush-Wozniak, Minister Norris, all these very special men and women on the platform here, I greet you all. Friends and relatives in the audience, I greet you all. And to these men and women, the graduates here, I greet you all as well. On behalf of our 74 First Nations in Saskatchewan, I greet you all. From the Denisantline in the north, Eglonete, Masicho for coming. To the Chianishna Bek, Ojibwe, Soro, Nakawe peoples, Aninsigwa, Miigwech for being here. To the Dakota, Lakota, Nakota tribes, Hokoda, Hokona, Hokola, Homatakiape, Penamaye, thank you for being here. To the Nehewak peoples, Tante no Temtik, Nanascomun, Kinanascum Tenual, Kakiao, Iskoep Nakteok, Kitayak, Kakiao, Kinanascum Tenual. To all the men and women here, the elders, thank you for being here. A very special day, and two reasons we're here. To honor a leader that has taken a new role at the University of Saskatchewan as Chancellor. So we're here to bestow honor upon him for doing that and being a continual leader in our territories. And then we're here as well to honor these young men and women here for achieving your certificates, your diplomas, your degrees, your master's degrees, and your doctorate degrees. So two reasons we're here. And we're surrounded by family and friends and relatives to witness these two very special things. So on the first part, for your new Chancellor, seeing what he's done, and we say this, you do not have to be elected to be a leader. And so the University of Saskatchewan as well, the Senate and their team are being leaders. Your Chancellor is still a leader, leading us in many good ways. And to bestow honor upon another fellow human being is high up. So to the elder, my brother Larry, for the prayer, to the honor song, the drum group that's here, I thank them for doing something in a special way. Blaine has led us in good things, from developing the Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Authority to the First Nations Bank of Canada, and now for us, seeing him in a high position. It's really good in the heart. It feels good that people see that Indigenous peoples can make contributions not only amongst our institutions as First Nations people, but the institutions here in this province and this country that serve all of us. And that's a big thing. So we hold you up high, little brother, in that way. To our graduates that are here in this important role of education, is so important. And Minister Norris talked about how you need this. And to get a good education is so fundamental and key. And we always say now as Indigenous peoples, the balance.
You know, we always say that in a respectful way, how the buffalo becomes our education now, because it used to give us everything long ago as First Nations people. Food, clothing, shelter, weapons, everything. And so what you've done, you've achieved a big kill here too. And then we say on one hand, that's important. And then for us as Indigenous peoples, the other one is just equally as important as well, that other education. And what we refer over here is what our elders talk about. And they talk about the ceremonies and your languages and your customs and your traditions. And you put those two together, you're going to be very strong and balanced. And that's another teaching, and that's very important to keep our identity going. The importance of inclusion, the importance of acceptance and validation. From the Treaty 4 flag at the City of Regina to the Treaty 6 flag and the Métis flag here, things are changing. And that's hope for a great future for this province, these institutions. So these words this morning, my friends and relatives, again, to bestow honor on this individual man here for being the Chancellor at the University of Saskatchewan, to acknowledge the institution as well, because they have found, I will say, processes that unite our peoples rather than divide our peoples. And that's a big thing to the University of Saskatchewan Senate and your team here, President. I acknowledge that. And so we're going to rebuild this province, this institution, this country together in a collective way. Because even that treaty principle of peaceful coexistence and mutual respect is still there. And I see that here today on stage. I see that in the audience. So I salute you all for good things that you've done, for your patience, your perseverance, your hours of studying. We're going to watch you walk across the stage. You've achieved something in a good way, and you're surrounded by family and friends to honor you as well. So with that, on behalf of our Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations, the 74 First Nations chiefs, we commend you all again for being here, doing something in a good way. Congratulate, salute you all, and I really appreciate the time to come here and say these words with you all. Iksan ma kinanaskum tinuaw. Hai hai.
Faculty members, graduates, distinguished guests, loved ones, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome our new Chancellor, Blaine Fayvel, on behalf of the University of Saskatchewan. Most people see the Chancellor as the face of convocation ceremonies, and indeed, Mr. Fayvel will preside over convocation this morning and afternoon, conferring degrees on graduates, presenting awards, and wearing awesome academic regalia. I must say I'm especially fond of the medicine wheel touch. That's really very nice. But our Chancellor serves many other roles. The Chancellor presides over Senate, one of our 3 governing bodies, and specifically the body created to reflect the diversity found throughout our province. The Chancellor also serves as a member of the Board of Governors, a second of our 3 governing bodies, this one with primary responsibility to ensure that our financial and other resources are wisely invested, that our strategic goals are appropriate, and that we guard our reputation. But more than all of these responsibilities, and they are time-consuming and important to the university, the role of Chancellor is hugely valuable to us because of what each person chooses to bring to the role. Examples include advocacy for students, introductions to potential new partners, and a profound knowledge of every corner of our province. And Mr. Fayvel is so well qualified to his new role as Chancellor. He is a graduate of our ITEP program, but he holds business and law degrees as well. He has been a Grand Chief of FSIN, an entrepreneur, a lawyer, and advisor. He is well known provincially, regionally, nationally, and internationally. He understands the issues of respect, reciprocity, relevance, relationships, and resiliency that flavor our personal interactions. And through my recent interactions with Blaine, I have also seen him in the roles of father, son, and brother. What makes Blaine so perfect for this position of Chancellor is not that he self-identifies as Aboriginal, although with his installation today, he becomes the first Aboriginal Chancellor of a research-intensive Canadian university. Nor is his selection linked to his history as a student of 3 different universities, which marks him as a man who appreciates education and the opportunities it affords. No, what makes Blaine Fable a great choice as Chancellor is the totality of his experience. He is a respected man who knows our province and our nation, understands the issues that are important to our future, has brought experience, and wants to share his expertise and life stories with our students, our faculty, our staff, our alumni, our friends, and our community. Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of the university, we welcome you to your role. We congratulate you on your record of achievement. We thank you for agreeing to share your time and energy with us, and we look forward to working with you as we further the goals of this great university. Thank you.
There will now be a musical interlude. Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, members of the University Senate and Board, I present to you the petition of the Council of this university that the candidates to be named, having fulfilled all the requirements of the bylaws, may, with your permission, be admitted to the degrees and certificates to which they are entitled.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with consent of the council of this university, I consent to admit you to the degrees and certificates to which you are entitled, and to vest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Graduands. Would the graduands in the front row please rise and come to the platform? As you make your way forward, I'll just let you know how the conferring of degrees will unfold. As you enter the stage, please stop and face the audience, as the hood will be put over your shoulders. Once you've been hooded, proceed to the first podium, where the orator will present each of you by name. Once your name has been announced, proceed to shake the Chancellor's hand, and then the Chancellor tells you that you have been admitted to the Convocation of the University of Saskatchewan. You will then continue across the platform to be greeted by your Dean or Associate Dean of the college and to receive your parchment from them. As you go down the steps, you will be welcomed as new members of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association by a representative of the association.
Eminent Chancellor, I can't tell you how delighted I am to be the first of our orators to greet you in that way. On behalf of the Centre for Continuing and Distance Education, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Certificate in Teaching English as a Second Language. I present to you Helen Orkbaki Codling. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of the Certificate in Teaching English as a Second Language. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts 3-year. I present to you Jaylin Marie Arcand with great distinction. Lindsay Michelle Baudry with distinction. Harrison Clark. Gail Hilda Clark with distinction. Terry Richard Custer. Cara Catherine Rose Daniels. Kirsten Fisher. Deanna Frandal. Otay Imogen Greiba with distinction. Jerome Wing Kin Ho. Monica Mary Holman. Kimberly A. Lapointe. Megan Elizabeth Marshalton. John Shane Paul Marshall. Cassandra Ray McKeever. Sarah Marie Morden. Wesley Wayne Myers. Taylor Eve Nyberg. Claire Tilly O'Hanlon. Kikachukwu Blessing Oko. Chelsea Christine Paquin. Jeffrey George Peters. Mallory Ann Shalabello. Darcy Joseph Tutusas, with distinction. Tanya Lee Walker. Rhonda Faye Waskahat. Zabura Yasuf. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Arts 3-year. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts 4-year. I present to you Hujet Kanjinga Bella. Davida Bentham, with great distinction. Kayla Shirley Ann Bryan. Amanda Christina Frick Bristol. Hui Du Dang. Rayanne Elise Dick. Brianna Marie Garvin. Rachel Dawn Gray. Vanessa Leanne Honeser. Andrea Lee Iron. Kaylin Arlena Iron. Tanis Farah Kurtzinger. Ryan Arden Legg. Kendall Lee Leonard. Ryupu Ma. Clifford Beresford Mackenzie, with distinction. Danelle Messer. Jasmine Elizabeth Milthorpe. Jenna Neufeld, with great distinction. Soo Young Oh. Dion David Otte. Tamara Laylee Becker Pearl. Courtney Dawn Picoyer. Virginia D.S. Patasme. Graham Charles Rennie. Brandy May Rintoul, with distinction. Jeremy Leo Russell. Stacy Dawn Shimko. Sierra Anna Mae Sparrow, with distinction. Tuba Zahid, with great distinction. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts honors. I present to you Daniel Elliott Samuel Arnott, with honors.
Thomas Harris Borsa, with high honors. Thank you. Michael David Henricks, with honors. Thank you. Thomas Chadwell Horsberg, with honors. Simon William Henry Hutton, with high honors. Claire Francis McKay with honors. Miriam Stephanie Müller with high honors. Michelle Catherine Neufeld with honors. Thank you. Thank you. Florence Petronella Sheepers with high honors. Serena Nancy Joy Spence with honors. Cassandra Francis Stark with high honors. Sarah Ann Waldbillig with high honors. Savannah Joy Wilson with high honors. Taylor Ann Yee with high honors. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Arts honors. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science, 3-year. I present to you Nicole Vivian Florence Babiuk with distinction. Robert Earl Brooks Carey with great distinction. Carly Noel Cassavant. Jeffrey Dylan Chmarney. Julie Elizabeth Galius with great distinction. Michelle Kaylee Gaucher. Morgan James Jangula. Laura Janelle Kessler. Tara Charmaine Johnson Priest. Jung Ah Sun with great distinction. Michael Francis Wenkoff with distinction. Xiaolong Zhang. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science, 3-year. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, Raj? My back. I have to introduce you first. I know you're eager, I am too. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science, 4-year, I present to you Raj Nitin Bihari. Thank you. Jonathan Blanchet. Jonathan Blanchet. Thank you. Lenny Jean Budgel. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Lewis Casey. Roan Mitchell Cooney. Yichen Dang, with great distinction. Nicholas Frederick Eman. Congratulations. Scott Vincent Carl Elmer. Thanks. Colin Kent Fair. Thank you. J. Halden Franson. Congratulations. Thank you. Jennifer Dawn Geddes, with distinction. Thank you. Dana Michelle Heron. Congratulations. Jennifer Ruby Mawuli. Congratulations. Thank you. Colin Matthew Larson, with distinction. Thank you. Samantha Rachel McKay. Congratulations. And Dawn Okon Nyong. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Matthew Schuyler Small, with great distinction. Hassim Raza Sayed. Thank you. Kai Zhang. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science 4-year. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science honors. I present to you Laura Lynn Betcher with high honors. David Michael Hilger with high honors. Dallas Ryan Eldon Isbister with honors. Thank you. Sarah Michelle Simmons with high honors. Jeffrey Paul Skopik with honors. Annie Song with high honors. Congratulations. Bikramjit Singh Sra with honors. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science honors. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts. I present to you Jordan John Paul Bsdell with distinction. Congratulations. Thank you. Jeremy Andrew Smith. Nicole Maria Silveira Salazak. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of that degree. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Arts. I present to you John Bosco Acharibasan. Nashiru Al-Hassan. Luke Ayamga Atazona. Joseph Frank Duff Boateng. Jordan P.R. Bollet. Christine Sonia Chang. Adrienne Kathleen Collins Britell. Man Hu. Congratulations. Brent Ernest Kevinson. Lindsay Jade Knight. Ian Michael Larson. Marin Katrina Johnston Lowen. Jade McDougall. Amjad Mohammed Murabit. Thomas Oakley Onion. Halmin Antran. Qingyang Wang. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Master of Arts. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Fine Arts. I present to you Leanne Danielle Bellamy. Adam Charles Hobbold. Andrea Eileen Ledding. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Master of Fine Arts. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Northern Governance and Development. I present to you Melissa Jean Beatty. Congratulations. Shirley Ida Morin. Marjorie Lavon Cuevazans. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Master of Northern Governance and Development.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you confer upon them the degree of Masters in Science. I present to you Ghazi Ashik Ahmed, Parjwal Marden Basnet, Arnold George Berg, Khalid Al Mastar Bahil, Shanfal Aman Chowdhury, Paul Cameron Dick, Safir Esmail Qatar, Carmen Jean Finnegan, Matthew Dean Fry, Richard Eric Frum, Amy Rochelle Goodbrand, Delvin Ray Hugobert, Flavio Okahara Ishil, Kenton Ross Lazick, this one I practiced. Okay. Gurdat Paugalada Sudashan, Kaja Rasul. Hello. Avijit Kumar Saha. Jennifer Lynn Shepard. Jessica Ann Sigrist. Thomas Lawrence Thalheimer. Terry Danielle Thunder. Ishin Wong. Aryan Zuhur Aryan. Please join me in congratulating the recipients and degree of Master of Science. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Grad Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you confer on them the degree of Master of International Trade. I present to you Gordon Dean Cherwaniak. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of the degree of Master of International Trade. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Grad Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you confer on them the degree of Masters of Public Administration. I present to you Mohammed Adel Panahi. Please join me again in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Public Administration. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Grad Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you confer on them the degree of Master of Environment and Sustainability. I present to you Nargiz Rahmova. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of the degree of Master of Environment and Sustainability. Presenting next, I have Irnana Zamcheveska. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you confer on them the degree of Master of Sustainable Environmental Management. I present to you Ramota Balogan. Megan Allison Kelly. Liam Michael Mulhall. Xin Wu. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree of Master of Sustainable Environmental Management. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the Edwards School of Business, I present to you these scholars and ask that you confer upon them the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. I present to you Mirza Kamar Ahmed. Yoon Bai. Diana Marie Elizabeth Bork. Rebecca Jacqueline Fedoric. Jared John Fingler. Tori Devon Finlay with distinction. Preston Carlo Saxon Fontana. Shenyu Gao. Brody Nicholas Gerlich. Kellen Jalbert. Devin James Kostiak. Yayu Lee. Taylor McDonald. Thomas Patrick Michael O'Shea. Jin Pan with distinction. Nicole Amy Pelton with distinction. Wee Wee Shao. Xin Yu Song. Riley Struthers. Anna Christina Thompson. Huan Hua. Li Huan Wang. Sha'an Wong. Tyler Roy Weston. Rainey Yang with distinction. Chao Gong. Shu Yi Guan. Xinwei Zhou. Chong Ying Zhu. Please join me in congratulating the recipients in the Bachelor of Commerce. Degree.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Business Administration. I present to you Conrad Julius Andre. Congratulations. Yarnell April Bender. Congratulations. Allison Andrea Boulding. Congratulations. Megan Lynn Burns. Wu Chen. Shauna Lori Denbrock. Gina Diab. Christina Ann Dolan. Jennifer Margaret Drennan. Congratulations, sir. Lee Evans. Gray Clayton Ferguson. Lina Joan Foster. Brody H. Fowler. Yu Chen Fu. Joshua David Glue. Rhonda Brooks Goodtrack. Adam Hunter Gray. John Robert Cameron Jeffrey. Congratulations. Rilla Marie Johnson. Robert Gregory Kennedy. Andrew Robert Lockwood. Brian Nickel. Congratulations. I know this is a big day. Trista Martha Papasconius. Congratulations, sir. Shunsi Singh Rana. Congratulations. Tessa Andra Schellenberg. Courtney Lee Schrader. Cerise Allison Marie Salanders. Congratulations, sir. Jason James Smith. Go ahead, sir. We got this right. Daniel Gordon Ukrainitz. Kiwe Yu. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree Master of Business Administration. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you confer on them the degrees of Master of Professional Accounting. I present to you Siddharth Ahuja. Thanks, sir. Keith Robert Arnold. Congratulations, sir. Tyler Mackenzie Atkinson. Congratulations. Maria Babiak. Congratulations, sir. Benjamin James Bergerman. Kristen Dawn Buse. Robert Boyne. Chris Miles Fruberg Brush. Brittany Burnett. Congratulations. Kaylee Elizabeth Byers. Congratulations, sir. Dustin Chance Shikowski. Congratulations. Sarah Arlene Clavel. Janet Umobo Lanley Dairo. Michelle Catherine D'Angelo. Congratulations, sir. Gautam Datla. Congratulations, sir. We don't need it. There you go. Morgan Stanley Demke. Christina Catherine Duff. Congratulations. Julie Ann Rose Eggert. Congratulations, sir. David Rand Ellingson. Amy Lynn Flowinglow. Byron John Fricker. Robin Louise Gillard. Congratulations. Cynthia Marie Grant. Seema Grover. Jesse Ray Haga. Jessica Lynn Linda Hemmer. Scott Ryan Hislop. Carolyn Ann Holko. David Paul Hubben. Shiv Om Kapoor. Mitra Kazimi. Carrie James Copeland. Jessica Dawn Koyich. Melissa Dawn Kraft. Tanny Ting Yan Lam. Lindsay Amber Lipinski. Jeffrey Matthew. Lisa Marie Mitschke. Dale Matthew Monette. Alicia Dawn Nagy. Deepinder Narang. Caitlin Elizabeth Newells. Kendall Aaron Newport. Dustin Cale Nielsen. Olawatomasin Ibijoki Olanyini. Matthew James Oliver. Yisha Pang. Andrea Lee Pember. Chelsea Michelle Penner. Trudy Fong. Kane Jordan Porter. Jared James Purse. Kuvel Salim. Bronwyn Sandberg. Rebecca Nirmala Singh. Christina Dawn Marie Stead. Brett Philip Mark Strutinsky. Michael Philip Shaura. Joanna Tam. Carolyn Christina Teal. Angie Heidi Sevigny Vrenz. Keisha May Wallen. Ryan John Weeb. Congratulations. Iwin Yin Yi. Jillian Zolk. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree Master of Professional Accounting. I gotta go first. You just get to stand here for a minute. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, I present to you these scholars and ask that you confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Before I do that, I need to say something to the audience. Ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, it is my privilege to present our PhD graduates. The custom at this university is for our PhD graduates, once they have been admitted to their degrees, to be met by their supervisors and escorted to join the platform party in a symbolic welcome to a global community of scholars. Now, thank you. Claire Elaine Ansted. Yes. Corrine Ann Garris. Congratulations. Nicole Arlene Hogred. Julie Lynn Kay. Jean Chimbirima Kiraya. Thanks, sir. David James Fred Conkin. Congratulations. Patricia Danielle McGuire. Up around the front. Oh, you got to go back. Okay. Just hang on here for a second. Okay. Jacob Daniel Leonard Willett. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the recipients of the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Eminent Chancellor, in the name of the faculties, I ask you to grant the degrees and certificates in absentia to those students who have met the requirements to graduate but were not able to be present today.
At the request of the faculties, I authorize these degrees and certificates to be granted.
His Honor, Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, guests of honor, platform guests, ladies and gentlemen, this morning I have the privilege of presenting, not preventing, these the Certificate in Teaching English as a Second Language Distinguished Graduate Award to Reagan Michelle Nuri. Reagan lives in Essex, Ontario, and completed her certificate by distance education, so she isn't here today. This program is one that is delivered to many students scattered all over Canada, and Reagan's story is a great example of how the needs of adult learners can be met by specialized certificate programs. Reagan grew up in Ontario and earned an honors degree in English at Waterloo University and a Bachelor of Education degree at Nipissing University in North Bay. Seeking adventure and travel after graduation, she went to Korea, where she worked as an English language teacher. She began by teaching Korean children and teenagers for a year, and then later worked for 3 years with public school Korean teachers of English, upgrading their English skills through paid 5-month terms. By that time, Reagan knew she wanted a career teaching English as a second language to adults. She returned to Canada and enrolled in the Certificate in Teaching English as a Second Language, one of 2 distance-delivered programs that would allow her to qualify for Ontario professional accreditation. She received consistently exceptional grades in the program, and while still a student, she began work for St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario, where she is now teaching regularly in the area of English for academic and workplace preparation. And I understand she's watching the live streaming of this event, so congratulations, Reagan, wherever you are.
Eminent Chancellor, honored guests, friends, and family, as the Dean of the College of Arts and Science, it's my privilege on these occasions to present the awards to the college's most distinguished graduates. And I'll begin with 2 awards that go to the same person. The University Medal in Sciences is awarded annually at Fall Convocation to the most distinguished graduate receiving a Bachelor of Science 4-year or honors degree in the sciences. And the Dean's Medal is awarded annually at Fall Convocation to the most distinguished graduate of the College of Arts and Science, selected from among the recipients of the other medals, the Rose Littman Medal in the Humanities, the University Medal in Social Science, the University Medal in the Sciences, and the University Medal in the Fine Arts. This year's recipient of both awards is Yichun Dang, who graduates today with a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with great distinction. I want to tell you something about her and about why she is receiving both of these awards. Yichun studied computer science in China and information systems management in the United States prior to enrolling at the University of Saskatchewan in the Bachelor of Science program in 2010. Yichun's academic excellence is reflected in the numerous scholarships she has won throughout her remarkable academic career. During her studies at the University of Saskatchewan, she has been the recipient of the Judy Peachy Memorial Scholarship, the University of Saskatchewan Scholarship, the Undergraduate Student Research Award, and the Women in Computer Science Scholarship. In addition to maintaining an outstanding average, Yichun exhibits a belief in benefiting others with her technological knowledge. She was a peer mentor with the University Learning Center, delivering study sessions for macroeconomics. Her work as a research assistant with the Department of Computer Science's Interaction Lab included the development of an application that captured the user's epidemiological data and the co-development of a GPS-based exercise game. Yichun has also collaborated on 2 publications which focused on children's health-related issues. She is currently in her first year of a Master of Science program in computer science with a focus on human-computer interaction at the University of Toronto. Her future plans include a career at either an educational institution or research company where she hopes to develop applications that will have a positive impact on society. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Yichun Dang as this year's winner of the University Medal in Sciences and the Dean's Medal. The University Medal in the Social Sciences is awarded annually at Fall Convocation to the most distinguished graduate receiving a Bachelor of Arts 4-year or honors degree in the social sciences. And this year's recipient is Thuba Zaid, who graduates today with a Bachelor of Arts 4-year degree with a major in sociology with great distinction. Thuba immigrated to Canada from Pakistan as a child. She credits her parents' emphasis on the value of education as a guiding principle throughout her career. She graduated from Thornhill Secondary School in Ontario and enrolled in the College of Arts and Science in the fall of 2009. Thuba has always been interested in the welfare of others, prompting her to consider a career in healthcare. A transformative moment occurred during her second year when she took her first sociology class and recalls, "It opened my eyes to a variety of factors that lead individuals in thinking and acting out of the norm. This big picture insight of the complexity and interdependent nature of the modern world formed her belief in the need for holistic health." Thuba has maintained an outstanding average throughout her undergraduate career, winning numerous scholarships and bursaries. She has also been on the Dean's List. Her commitment to academic excellence has led one of her instructors to describe her as a highly dedicated, accomplished, and innovative student. Thuba's work on the little-discussed area of corporate crime demonstrated a clear insight into a controversial topic. As one of her instructors remarks, she is a mature and confident student willing to take on a considerable degree of responsibility for class and team projects and is well liked by her peers. In addition to her distinguished record, Thuba volunteered during the 2012-13 year as a mentor with the Autism Center for Young Children. And in 2011, she received commendation from the Islamic Society of York Region for her fundraising efforts to assist flood victims in Pakistan. She has also volunteered with doctors at numerous medical clinics. Thuba is currently in her first year of study at the College of Medicine. Her future plans include the founding of an organization which will apply a holistic-based model to healing in the Third World. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Thuba Zaid as this year's winner of the University Medal in the Social Sciences. Congratulations. The next medal that I'd like to present goes to a young woman who is not here today to receive it, but I would like to read out some, at least, of her accomplishments to you. The University Medal in the Fine Arts is awarded annually at Fall Convocation to the most distinguished graduate receiving a Bachelor of Fine Arts 4-year or honors degree in Fine Arts. This year's recipient is Lindsay Michelle Clausen, who graduates today with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree with a major in studio art with distinction. Lindsay was born and raised on her family's farm near Herschel. She felt fortunate to have experienced the benefit of hard work at an early age. Lindsay remarked that this invaluable skill has served her well in her academic career. She attended the University of Regina before transferring to the University of Saskatchewan, where she completed her degree. Her appreciation of beauty and her desire to create, as she remarks, even a fleeting piece of art, found expression at a local cafe where she enjoyed being able to give this gift to clientele. At the same time, Lindsay maintained an excellent average, fully committed to her major of studio art. Lindsay's passion for artistic creation also extends to her hobbies, which include baking, sewing, and gardening. She is also committed to maintaining a healthy work-life balance and takes every opportunity to visit her parents and enjoy the beauty of natural creation on the family's farm. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Lindsay Michelle Clausen as this year's winner of the University Medal in the Fine Arts. The next is the Rose Littman Medal in the Humanities that goes to Alexander Dayton, who is also not here today, but I'll read a little bit about him so you get a sense of his accomplishments as well and why he has received this honor. The Rose Littman Medal is named after Ms. Rose Littman, a longtime University of Saskatchewan employee who started work in the 1960s at the College of Nursing and concluded her career with 15 years of service at the College of Arts and Science in Student Records and Counseling. This medal is awarded annually at the Fall Convocation to the most distinguished graduate receiving a Bachelor of Arts 4-year or honors degree in the humanities. And this year's recipient is Alexander K. Dayton, who graduates today with a Bachelor of Arts with high honors in history. Alexander graduated from Walter Murray High School in 2008 and enrolled at the College of Arts and Science that fall. He majored in history and became especially interested in Native newcomer relations in Western Canada and in the history of psychiatry. Alexander's excellent average was also enhanced by his active community outreach, which employed his academic interests. In 2012, he worked for the City of Saskatoon and the Nutana Community Association on the creation of a Cultural Spaces and Places catalog. This debut project has jump-started similar initiatives in other city neighborhoods. In 2013, Alexander volunteered his assistance in cataloging the Western Development Museum curatorial collection. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Alexander K. Dayton as this year's winner of the Rose Littman Medal in the Humanities. And the Fall Convocation 3-year degree medal is awarded to the most distinguished graduate receiving a first degree in a 3-year program in the college. This year's recipient of that award is Julie Elizabeth Galius, who graduates today with a 3-year degree with a major in microbiology and immunology with great distinction. Julie's remarkable academic record includes awards such as the University of Saskatchewan Continuing Student Scholarship and the University of Saskatchewan Transfer Scholarship. She was also awarded the Rotary Clubs of BC Scholarship for her first-year studies at the University of Northern British Columbia. Her distinctive academic performance led to opportunities as a research assistant working with Dr. Joyce Wilson on an NSERC-funded research project examining hepatitis C virus and its reliance on cellular factors. Julie was also selected to act in the capacity of teaching assistant in the biology department, where she assisted in teaching classical genetics. Julie also has a keen interest in the symbiotic relationship between humans and nature. She is an active member of the Saskatoon Bridge City Bike Co-op, volunteering with their Bike to Work Day activities. She is interested in food growing and cooking with locally grown ingredients. A commitment to active community outreach was demonstrated by her involvement with BioScan 2012, a 3-day event sponsored by the University of Saskatchewan's Biology Club, which acts as an introduction to biology for children and teens. Julie has just entered her first year of study at the Western College of Veterinary Medicine. Her future plans include research, possibly in the exploration of animal behavior, and the pursuit of a PhD. Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to present Julie Elizabeth Galius as this year's winner of the Fall Convocation 3-year medal.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of St. Thomas More College, it is my privilege to present the Father Henry Carr Award at Fall Convocation. The Father Carr Award is presented to a student who's shown leadership in and contributed to the life of St. Thomas More College. Today's award is presented to Miriam Mueller. Miriam has been exemplary in every aspect of student life. She completed an honors degree in Aboriginal Public Administration with a final average of 87%. Aboriginal Public Administration is a highly interdisciplinary program that challenges its students academically through various faculties. One of her professors reported that he was struck by how respectful Miriam was in acknowledging the merits of others' viewpoints and in her generosity in assisting classmates. Miriam's academic and professional skills have been recognized by selection committees. As a result, she received internships with the Office of the Treaty Commissioner in Saskatoon, the Canadian Embassy in Berlin, and the Washington Center in Washington, D.C. Miriam also stands out for her significant contributions to local communities. Her compassion for those facing challenges led her to volunteer and serve through a number of community organizations. At St. Thomas More, she participated actively in the Newman Center and the Interfaith Ambassadors on campus. In these activities, she was always willing to lend her support to other students in building community on campus. Eminent Chancellor, for all these reasons, I am pleased today to present the Father Henry Carr Award to Miriam Mueller. I think I'll take a picture.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Edwards School of Business, I'm pleased to present the Goodspeed Award for the Most Distinguished Bachelor of Commerce graduate to Nicole Pelton. This award commemorates the late Dodie Goodspeed, who was a devoted mentor and advice giver and tremendous administrator for the Bachelor of Commerce program, and was completely awestruck really by the success of the students in the College of Commerce, now the Edwards School of Business. So let me tell you a little bit about Nicole Pelton. She is a graduate of Mount Baker High School in Cranbrook, British Columbia of 2009. Her major in the School of Business was management. She's graduating, of course, with distinction. She was on the Dean's Honor Roll 2011-12, 12-13. We know her grades were exemplary. Her volunteer activities included being a member of the street team for the Wilson Center for Entrepreneurial Excellence. She contributed to building a house for Habitat for Humanity. She coaches female youth soccer. She is an avid snowboarder. That's a British Columbia thing, right? It's not a Saskatchewan, okay. An avid snowboarder, water skier. She's involved in hockey and soccer. She's very interested in starting her own business, and she's also interested in attending law school. So I would like you to join me in wishing her all the very best for her future and success in winning this coveted award.
Eminent Chancellor, I am pleased to call again upon Julie Galius to receive the President's Medal. This award is given to the student with the highest cumulative average, graduating with an undergraduate degree at the University of Saskatchewan. And believe me, we don't make it easy to get those top marks. Earlier this morning, just a few minutes ago, Julie received the Bachelor of Science 3-year degree with great distinction, having majored in microbiology and immunology. Julie grew up in British Columbia. Are you a snowboarder? No, okay. And moved to Saskatoon for her 2nd and 3rd years at university, wanting to experience the University of Saskatchewan firsthand and explore the possibility of studying veterinary medicine. As you have just heard from Dean Stoichev, Julie has been awarded numerous scholarships and awards, including an NSERC Undergraduate Student Research Award, the John Bankier Award, and the John Spencer Middleton and Jack Spencer Gordon Middleton Scholarship. Julie has indicated to me that she would like to especially acknowledge the love and support of her family, Father Drew, Mother Joanne, Sister Leah, and Brother Grant. It gives me great pleasure to award Julie Elizabeth Galius the President's Medal.
Eminent Chancellor, it is my privilege today to present the University of Saskatchewan's new Researcher Award to Erica Dick, Associate Professor in the Department of History.
Erica, would you join me? The new Researcher Award recognizes an individual who has shown leadership in establishing an original research program, someone who has begun building a truly international reputation, and who is making significant contributions to their field. Professor Dick has done all of these things and more. Originally from Saskatoon, Professor Dick left to pursue her bachelor's degree, returned to the University of Saskatchewan for her MA, left again for her PhD, which she completed at McMaster University in 2005. Her PhD dissertation detailed the history of LSD experimentation in post-World War II Saskatchewan, a topic and period that was previously understudied in the broader field of medical history in Canada. That work was published in 2008 by the prestigious Johns Hopkins University Press as a monograph, Psychedelic Psychiatry, LSD from Clinic to Campus, and has already been republished by the University of Manitoba Press. Dr. Dick was appointed to faculty at the University of Alberta following completion of her PhD, where she was co-director of their medical history program. We had the good fortune to be able to bring her home just 3 years later. She is now a Canada Research Chair in the history of health and medicine. She holds major research grants in the Social Sciences Humanities Research Council of Canada, the Saskatchewan Health Research Foundation, and the Canadian Institutes of Health Research. She supervises a large team of 2 postdoctoral fellows and 6 PhD students, and has established research collaborations across the country, from Vancouver at UBC to University of Alberta, Manitoba, and York. She's contributed importantly as part of a Canada-wide team to establish a public website documenting historical research in psychiatry and mental health. The site is an online repository of digitized materials related to mental health and the perspectives of mental health patients. Dr. Dick is expanding her linkages with the Reproductive Medicine Communities Ontario and is launching a new network in Europe and the United States. Professor Dick has built a reputation for cross-disciplinary collaboration and innovation among her colleagues here in Canada and internationally. An important part of Professor Dick's current research is centered on the history of eugenics in Canada, and in particular the forced sterilization of individuals considered mentally or physically disabled. Her new book, Facing Eugenics, is due for release next month. Her reputation as a scholar has earned Professor Dick significant and growing recognition from the academic community at a still very early stage in her career. For example, she has recently been elected to serve on the Governing Council of the Canadian Historical Association and the executive of the American Association for the History of Medicine. Professor Dick has demonstrated exceptional leadership in contributing original and significant research to her field. Her work at the interface of humanities and mental health demonstrates the innovative spirit we strive towards here at the University of Saskatchewan. And in addition to all of that, if that wasn't enough for one in an early stage of her career, Professor Dick is currently on parental leave with her newest member of her family. She now has 2 young children. The oldest is 2 and the youngest just 6 months. Erica, thank you for your tremendous work and for contributing to the success of this institution. Congratulations.
Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, honoured guests, faculty, graduates, friends and families, I'm honoured on the behalf of the College of Graduate Studies and Research and privileged to stand before you today to be able to present the 2013 Distinguished Graduate Supervisor Award to Dr. William Wazer. Dr. Wazer is a professor of history, a doctor of letters, and the A.S. Morton Research Chair in the Department of History in the College of Arts and Science. He is a Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada and a holder of the Saskatchewan Order of Merit. Dr. Wazer has a long history with the University of Saskatchewan, having started here as a graduate student in the fall of 1975, nearly 40 years ago. On completion of his studies, he left Saskatchewan, but returned soon afterwards, taking up a faculty position in the Department of History in 1984. Since then, he has supervised 31 master's theses and 4 PhD dissertations to completion, an average of slightly more than one a year. Given the research demands and the average length of these theses, Dr. Wazer's department graduate chair notes that his success in shepherding graduate students to completion is remarkable for the Division of Humanities and Fine Arts. Dr. Wazer has attracted many superior graduate students from across Canada and other countries, including the United States, Germany, Japan, Sudan, and Nigeria. This is due in no small part to his academic accomplishments and recognizes his expertise in Western and Northern Canadian history. But also, importantly, it recognizes his growing reputation as a superior research supervisor. As one of his students wrote, "At the immediate level, Dr. Wazer did all the things that a good supervisor is supposed to do. He offered numerous suggestions on ways in which the thesis might be improved. He identified and pointed out specific primary sources that were necessary for the development of an idea, and he offered sound advice on large conceptual issues." Another indicated his guidance was excellent, but never heavy-handed. Although always available for consultation and ready to provide input, he allowed me to work independently. It was a great balance. His students are unequivocal in stating that Dr. Wazer is responsible for their eventual career successes by ensuring his students had the ability to write clearly, had the opportunities to establish careers as historians, and most importantly, had the ability to think critically. They are all indebted to him for allowing them to set on career paths that they have found rewarding and enjoyable. Careers that include positions in universities and colleges, law and government, archives, museums, and other heritage agencies. However, what marked Dr. Wazer out as this year's recipient of the university's Distinguished Graduate Supervisor was not the fact that he was a renowned historian who was providing his students with great academic experience, but the fact that, as one student explained, he also frequently and consistently went beyond the duties immediately expected of a good supervisor. Another graduate student indicated, when it comes to graduate supervision, Dr. Wazer goes the extra mile for his students, and then some. He has been known to help his international students integrate into Saskatoon culture by providing bicycles, winter coats, invitations to family Christmas dinners, and in one instance acted as a sports photographer for one of his students who was a star pitcher on a baseball team. His students are uniformly grateful that his mentoring does not terminate with the completion of a degree, but in fact, as one student suggested, this is when the real advising process begins. He assists his former students by guiding them through the daunting process of academic peer review and other career-building activities. As one former student put it, it became apparent that part of what Dr. Wazer sought to do was to transform us from those that he was supervised, from students to colleagues. Dr. Wazer would be the first to admit that he has also greatly benefited from supervising graduate students. Their topics of study have varied from the early sex trade in Saskatchewan through the Italian homesteading experience to British Commonwealth air training plans during the Second World War. Dr. Wazer has also tried to incorporate his students' findings into his outreach and engagement activities. He has learned from one thesis, for example, that there were more television sets than flush toilets in the province in 1966, because electricity, and not indoor plumbing, came first to rural Saskatchewan. This kind of information has enlivened his public talks and provided a backdrop for the television series Looking Back that he hosted for CBC Saskatchewan. I would like to conclude with another comment from one of Dr. Wazer's former students who wrote, "I have no hesitation in saying that for me, he was a brilliant supervisor, to the point that it is his style that I try to emulate while supervising graduate students of my own. Simply put, Bill's model of supervising is one that involves putting his graduate students first. For all these reasons, Eminent Chancellor, I congratulate Dr. Weiser for this well-deserved honour.
Eminent Chancellor, I have the honor today to present the University of Saskatchewan J.W. George Ivany Internationalization Award to a distinguished scientist and tireless ambassador for our university, John Giese of the Western College of Veterinary Medicine and the Toxicology Center. John. Each year, this award recognizes the exceptional contributions of a faculty member or administrator towards advancing the internationalization objectives of the university. This year, we recognize Professor Giese for his role in internationalizing the learning environment, promoting academic success of international students, and strengthening international research and graduate training opportunities. Professor Giese was recruited to the U of S in 2006 from the University of Michigan, where he had achieved recognition as one of the world's leading environmental toxicologists. When he joined the U of S, he was appointed as Canada Research Chair in Environmental Toxicology. Over the course of his career, Dr. Giese has published almost 900 peer-reviewed and other articles, a great many of which have included international collaborators, including scientists from Europe, Africa, the Middle East, Japan, Korea, and most notably China and Hong Kong. His productivity and the impact of his work is nothing short of astonishing and distinguishes him as a leading environmental scientist of our time. But this is not for what he is being recognized today. His goal in coming to our campus has been to build on this global network in order to broaden the U of S reach internationally, establish new joint programs with international partners, and attract high-caliber international graduate students and postdoctoral fellows. Among his many international roles, Dr. Giese serves as Chair Professor at Large of Biology and Chemistry at City University of Hong Kong and Honorary Professor of Biological Sciences at the University of Hong Kong. He is concurrent Professor of Environmental Science at Nanjing University and guest professor at Xiamen University in China. A priority for Dr. Giese now is China and Hong Kong, which he visits frequently every year to teach and conduct research at numerous institutions, as well as at the Chinese Academy of Sciences. In 2009, the Chinese Academy of Sciences recognized his achievements with its highest international award, the Einstein Professorship, for scientists actively working at the frontiers of science and technology. Through this global network, Professor Giese has encouraged and mentored many of his colleagues here at the U of S to build international linkages and establish a truly international research and training program. Students, both undergraduate and graduate, as well as postdoctoral fellows and visiting scientists from all corners of the earth, come every year to work with Professor Giese here on our campus. In turn, thanks to the broad reach Professor Giese has established, students here in Canada are able to participate in international exchanges, working with experts around the globe. Trainees who've had the fortune of working with Dr. Giese and his many international projects can now be found throughout the world contributing original research to environmental sciences and creating an ever-expanding collaborative network. Professor Giese is a celebrated scientist and mentor, a Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada, and this coming November will be presented with the most prestigious Miroslav Romanowski Medal of the Royal Society of Canada for his contributions to environmental science. He has significantly increased international opportunities for students at the U of S, brought international students and scientists here to our campus for training and collaboration, and built extraordinarily productive research collaborations. John, we are grateful to you for your determined commitment to providing international opportunities for our students and for shining an international spotlight on the University of Saskatchewan. John, thank you very much.
Your Honor, Chief Justice, Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, platform participants, graduates, and guests. Let me begin by extending a welcome and congratulations to Chancellor Blaine Fable on behalf of the Alumni Association Board of Directors and all of our alumni. We know you will be a great ambassador of the university in your role as Chancellor. My name is Judy Buzowetsky, and I'm a proud U of S alumna, earning my Bachelor of Science in Home Economics and Bachelor of Education. As a member of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to congratulate the class of 2013 and welcome each of you as our association's newest members. Today, as you received your degree, your relationship with the university changes forever. You are now a member of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association. You have joined our alumni family, a family with a storied history of excellence, a family of well-accomplished and distinguished alumni. You join the likes of Frida Miller, a leader in the field of neuronal stem cell research that could pave the way to significant advances in the treatment of everything from spinal cord injuries to Parkinson's disease. And Carl Miller, a U of S Alumni Association Achievement Award recipient, who is a founding partner and president of Meridian Development, a leading Saskatoon developer responsible for projects like the new U of S residences in College Quarter. Clearly, you are in good company, and deservedly so. You are the next generation of alumni who will confidently carve your own path and add chapters to the story of our great university over a century in the making. As you embark on your new endeavors and build your careers, be sure to draw on your fellow alumni. Remember the role of this institution that it has played in your life and make a conscious effort to keep in touch. But most importantly, display the degree you've received today with pride wherever you are, to let the world know that you are a difference maker and a leader. You now have the knowledge and tools to make a difference, and we can't wait to see what you do next. On behalf of all of us who have come before you, a very warm welcome and heartfelt congratulations. Welcome to the University of Saskatchewan alumni family.
Hello, it's almost good afternoon now. So I had a 20-minute farewell, but they've told me to cut it down to one page. So to all of the head podium officials today, thank you for joining us this morning. This brings our convocation ceremony to a close. Before we leave each other and begin our journeys, let us thank a few people that made this morning's event possible. To Darren Olerking and the University Wind Orchestra. Thank you, Darren. Our signer, Clara Klassen. Our vocalist, Allison Walmsley. The Greystone Singers and Robert Badger, our traditional knowledge keeper. Thank you, Robert. And lastly, this event requires a great deal of preparation, and want to thank particularly Danielle Roux-Dulay and her members of her team for making these ceremonies a success. So thank you, Danielle. Lastly, to the graduates, enjoy and savor your success today. You have acquired an important key to your future, but your degree is not your only acquisition today. It combines with other important but less tangible benefits which have shaped you and will continue to shape you in the future. For the rest of your life, you will retain a treasure of memories from your time at the University of Saskatchewan, of faculty who have made a difference to you, your fellow students, friends, some enriching and a few perhaps dubious, but you're always learning, I'm sure. You are an alumni and proud recipient of a degree from the University of Saskatchewan. Take that legacy wherever you go. It is something to be very proud of, and you are part of a large and growing family and a brilliant family that is making a contribution to this province and to this country. I now turn to the close of our ceremony. We're going to sing God Save the Queen, and following God Save the Queen, please remain standing for the departure of His Honor, the Honourable Robert Richards, Chief Justice of Saskatchewan. Would you now rise and join the singing of God Save the Queen?
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen, send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen.
Thank you.